come to a very important topic, students. Do not be petrified of this lineage. It is very simple. If you just understand few basics, I will share with you. Number one, we will see what cell is this. This is a myeloblast. This is a blast stage compared to the stages of differentiation of the myeloid series of cells. This is the mature segmented neutrophil comprising of about 2 to 5 lobes connected by thin chromatin threads. So this is a mature segmented neutrophil, whereas this is a blast. This is a blast. How will you identify? We will just come to the basics. This is a large size cell. Okay, this is a large size cell with a nucleus which completely occupies the cell. That means there is a very high NC ratio. What do you mean by NC ratio? Nucleocytoplasmic ratio. That means the ratio of the nucleus to the cytoplasm. So yes, the nucleus size is very large and we can say that there is a very high NC ratio in case of a blast. Okay. Number one, how to identify a blast? By identifying a large nucleus which completely occupies the cell and only a thin rim of cytoplasm. Only a thin rim of cytoplasm. Next, you have to understand one thing, that as the stages of differentiation occur, as the differentiation occurs along the stages of myeloid series of cells, there occurs another thing, that is condensation of chromatin occurs. Condensation of chromatin occurs with the differentiation. Clear? Can I say this will be a very fine chromatin? Can I say it will be a very fine chromatin? But as we move along the stages of differentiation, there will occur condensation of chromatin. How will you identify condensation of chromatin? So students, at the level of MBBS, it may appear difficult to you. So I will tell you a simple thing. A fine chromatin means something which is looking as transparent. Something which is looking as transparent or slightly whitish spaces in between, compared to a condensed chromatin where you can see the condensation of chromatin which is much darker and clumped. Darker and clumped appearance in case of a mature cell. So this is immature cell. This is in fact the most immature out of all these. So this is a myeloblast, a large size cell with very high NC ratio and fine chromatin. So if I ask you what are the properties of a blast, can you say there is a high NC ratio, nucleus completely occupies the cell, cytoplasm occupies only a thin rim. Number two, fine chromatin is there, and number three, nucleoli can be seen. Number three, nucleoli can be seen. So these are the three features you can identify a blast with. Okay, so this is a blast stage, at least you can identify. Number two, as the stage of differentiation occurs, I told you, number one, the cytoplasm will keep on increasing. The cytoplasm will keep on increasing in amount, and number two, condensation of chromatin will occur with every stage of differentiation. With these facts, let me just show you the stage of promyelocyte. Stage of promyelocyte, can you identify that at least some amount of cytoplasm has started appearing in a promyelocyte? Yes. So a promyelocyte can be differentiated from the myeloblast by number one, that some kind of condensation of chromatin will occur. And it is a slightly larger size cell. As the stage of differentiation occurs, the size should decrease, but this is the only thing you have to remember, that a promyelocyte is the largest immature myeloid precursor. It is slightly larger in size even as compared to a myeloblast. Okay, so yes, it is slightly larger in size, but some amount of cytoplasm has entered into the cell. Okay, no cytoplasm can be seen here, but at least some amount of cytoplasm with granules can be identified in a promyelocyte, and you can differentiate a promyelocyte from a myeloblast. Okay, so NC ratio keeps on decreasing. That means this amount of cytoplasm is more and more as the stage of differentiation occurs. Number 3 is a myelocyte. How will you differentiate between a promyelocyte and a myelocyte? Yes, I told you, as the stage of differentiation is occurring, the amount of cytoplasm keeps increasing. So here you can see more amount of cytoplasm compared to the amount of cytoplasm in this cell. Yes, so the cytoplasm is increasing. And number 2 thing which can help a layman to understand what is a myelocyte is this nucleus. What is the shape of the nucleus? Can I say it is somewhat a D-shaped or oval shaped nucleus? So we can say, if you see a cell which is immature myeloid precursor with some amount of cytoplasm and a D-shaped nucleus, you can identify the cell as a myelocyte. So this is one thing that will help you to identify the cells in a hurry during your exam. So a D-shaped nucleus with some amount of cytoplasm and the nucleus somewhat shifted to the periphery is a feature of myelocyte. You can also see somewhat a light zone around the nucleus in case of a myelocyte. Next is a metamyelocyte. How will you differentiate? Another thing you can see is with every stage of differentiation, yes, the nucleus indentation is taking place. So compared to a myelocyte, a metamyelocyte will have a higher degree of indentation. So we can see this indentation. We can see the indentation which is making the nucleus as the kidney-shaped nucleus in the case of metamyelocyte. So a metamyelocyte is characterized by a kidney-shaped nucleus. Now, moving on to the band form, this is also characterized by the indentation which is much more compared to a metamyelocyte. But how will you differentiate these two forms? You may get confused between metamyelocyte versus band form. So let me give you an example. In case of metamyelocyte, if you keep a coin here, it can slip off. It can easily slip off because yes, indentation is there, but that is not as high as in a band form. Whereas in the band form, the indentation is much higher, like a trough. Like that means if you keep a coin here, it will not fall off. The indentation is much larger in a band form. So one important way you can differentiate between the band form and the metamyelocyte is the indentation. The indentation is much higher in case of a band form compared to metamyelocyte. And one important thing we have already discussed, the typical kidney-shaped nucleus in a metamyelocyte. Okay.